Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here for episode 10, and we're going to start our industry segment on transportation. So this is going to be a really cool segment because so much is going on with AI in transportation that is crazy. But first, did you know you already have AI in many of your cars? Lane Assist that keeps you in your lane is AI based. So is automatic parking or assisted parking, that's AI based. And these technologies work because of the convergence of several different technologies, specifically higher computing power, lower cost chips, LiDAR, which is laser-based radar, and other things. I first heard about converging technologies from Peter Diamandis and Ray Kurzweil, who founded Singularity University, and they're two of the most plugged in, cool people in the world when it comes to technology and AI. So I hope you check them out on YouTube, and I'll put a link on my site soon. But for right now, let's talk about the first element of transportation, which is trucking. So trucking is a huge industry in the US. Hundreds of billions of dollars of activity every year. And long haul trucking is hard because you spend a lot of time away from home, you have long hours, you have to sleep in your truck, you're eating food at truck stops and things like that. And then you have the challenge of being able to get into a dock and out of a dock and timetables and all kinds of things. So this is a tough job, although on average it pays about 80 grand a year now, which is a good living. But did you know that there's a huge shortage of truckers? And there has been for a while now. So before Corona hit, there was about a 30,000 trucker shortage in the United States, which is huge. So a lot of companies have been working on semi-autonomous and autonomous trucks. And the first one to do an assisted drive, driver-assisted self-drive, was Mercedes back in 2014. And then that was not on public roads. The first one on public roads is much more recent than that. It was October of 2016. And that was Otto, which became part of Uber and isn't working in business anymore. For trucks, they're focusing on cars. But they did a run in Colorado that was driver-assisted autonomy. Then over in Europe, in November of 18, Volvo did a fully autonomous, no driver run, not on public roads. And then about a year ago, in May of 2019, Einride, a company out of Sweden, did the world's first fully autonomous, no driver run on public roads. So that is very cool. And then 1 month later, in June of last year, so we're talking less than a year since things have gotten to this point, Starsky Robotics did a fully autonomous drive down in Florida. So full autonomy so far only works out in the country where there's little traffic, and these autonomous runs are going from exit to exit because once you get off the exit, driving gets much more difficult. So what they do in this testing is have the truck get on the freeway, drive 100 miles, 200, 300 miles, whatever it is, and exit, and then a driver will get on the truck and do the last leg. So this will persist for a while, but as miles are racked up, the AIs learn, right? That's how AI learns, is data. So millions of miles will be built up fairly quickly, and the capability of these autonomous trucks is going to get more and more very quickly. Now, all of this is regulated by the government and will eventually have to be licensed for regular use. So there's a lot of testing that has to go on. But probably in about 5 years, you're going to start to really see autonomous trucks on the freeway commonly with no driver in them. And that's going to be a trip. We're going to talk a little more about trucking next time, and then there's all the other stuff going on in transportation. So, see you on Saturday.